Hey guys, welcome again to another episode of Here We Grow at the Hive Garden Studios. Today, I am honoured and thrilled to introduce you to an incredible guest, someone who embodies excellence and inspiration. Not only is he a BAFTA Award winner, but he's also a dedicated mentor and CEO of a highly successful organisation. With that being said, I'd like to introduce you to none other than Bob Clarke. Thank you so much for your time, Bob.
Oh, listen, thank you for inviting me. I'm really happy to be here. For the younger viewers, I'm gassed to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Where was you born and raised?
Okay, so I was born in Paddington General Hospital, which isn't there anymore. It's a block of flats now. Back in 1958, grew up around this area where the Hive is actually.
Oh, wow.
Kensal Green, Harlesden was my place to stomp around.
Has it changed from when you were younger?
Well, it has changed. I remember the BBC did a drama, and they wanted to use Kensal Green Station, and the whole neighbourhood was excited. Like, it kind of put us on the map. Like, the BBC filming, like, Kensal Green, like, yeah, we've made it, kind of thing. And then in the Wilson and Brent Chronicle, a few weeks later, it interviewed the director or the producer of that show. And he said, yeah, so what we wanted, the dirtiest, filthiest station that we could find, place we could find, and it was ideal.
Oh.
And so that was really like, oh, that's why they came to us. But what it did, it made the council do up the station and do up the area more.
Wow.
And so actually, a good came out of it in the end, but it wasn't good to hear that.
What was it like growing up in the area?
Well, coming from the generation of first black British born in this country en masse, and all the things we went through where racism was so open, there was no laws or anything like that, and then the problems with the police. Then you had like sus law. I guess there was a proper name for it, but we knew it as sus, when police only needed to suspect you was going to commit a crime to have the authority to detain you. I don't remember a lot of talk about gangs, like people talk about gangs now.
Yeah.
But there was a group of boys who didn't like each other. I mean, the gangs were Al Capone and the Cray twins. But there was boys that didn't like each other. So there was that kind of thing going on as well. So, yeah, it was a kind of environment, I guess, where you thought, when you come out your house, how do I get through the day without being hurt or having to hurt somebody?
Wow. Yeah. It's almost like you've got to put this armour on before you leave and just expect the best or expect
Well,
the
no doubt,
worst.
you can't show any sign of weakness.
Yeah.
If you look weak, you're in trouble. I was actually brought up by white parents.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is the first I've heard of this.
my mum, who I call my mum, and dad were white.
Oh, wow.
It's interesting though, because I knew. This is from the age of 3 months, by the way.
Wow.
I knew my real parents, my blood parents, because they lived on the next street. I know it's weird, and there was no adoption or anything like that. It was just back in the day. That could never happen this day.
Yeah.
But
Were they friends with your parents?
they were friends. But also, my mum, my white mum, was a childminder,
Okay.
and so it happened to my sister before me, where she was 3 months, 3 weeks, and the real parents said, "Oh, look after, she'll stay with you for," and that ended up for eight years. For me, I was 3 months, where I stay overnight, and that ended up for the rest of my life. But I knew my siblings, the ones that came over from Jamaica, and then the other ones born here. I knew them all. We used to play together, so it was interesting being brought up by white parents in an area that was becoming predominantly black.
What did you learn along that journey for you to be the successful BAFTA Award winner and CEO of your organisation that I would love to hear more about?
When it comes to the whole thing of inclusion, which the charity I set up, Mama Youth Project, does, from my experience of growing up in a white working class household in a black area and still being involved in the black scene, I think it has a big influence on me doing inclusion by including everybody.
Explain, what is Mama Youth?
So Mama Youth Project. So I had been in broadcasting 20 years when I started Mama Youth Project, and I fell into it, TV, because I joined the army. When I came out the army, I went back to as it was when I left education, which where I left early. I left education. I had no aspirations again because I got no qualifications, no nothing, and so I looked for warehouse work, and it happened to be a video duplication company. So I'm working in the warehouse for 3 months, and the one day the boss sent me down to this area, technical area I've never been to before, with a parcel. I took it in there. I walk in this room, and it's a dark room full of monitors, little flashing lights, big reel-to-reel machines, and it looked like Santa's grotto.
Oh.
And I love Christmas, and I'm in there. I'm looking at this, going, "Where's this place?" And then the big boss happened to be passing, and so I said, "Can I work in here?" I didn't even know what they did, but I'm just thinking it'd be like Christmas every day if I was in this place.
Yeah.
And he stopped and he's laughing because I didn't have the qualifications to work in a place like that. And so he said, "You know what? We're looking for a junior. Come here in the day, in the mornings. Go back to the warehouse in the afternoon and see how you get on." So that's what I did. And then during that period of time, people just hear me say, "Let me get this right. So the person who worked in this is now at the BBC, earning how much? ITV, how much? Boy, forget Father Christmas. I'm thinking, this is money. This is big."
Yeah.
So now I want to work in there. And they said eventually you can if the warehouse manager would let you go. And he said no. And the reason he said no is because I don't care what I do, I'll work hard. And he didn't want to lose a good worker.
Yeah.
And so it took a while. And this, what I'm telling you now, actually, is the essence of Mama Youth Project from what I started, okay? So it was, I can't remember how long, but it got to all I know is it was a Friday afternoon, 4 p.m., and he said, "You can go and work in there."
Oh.
5 p.m. come, I went dashing out of that place. But while I was running, I swear to God, I was visualizing all the negative things that I've ever seen. And it was explained to me that later on in life that what I was doing, I was washing it away because I was running into a new future.
Wow.
And I kind of get that. And so what I've created in Mama Youth Project is to give now over 900 people the chance to have that moment.
Creativity. Clearly, that's something that's natural for you.
Well, we've all got talent. And the thing is, because the people we go for Mama Youth Project, we purposely look for people who've had challenges in their life, whatever it may be. As offenders, carers, sexual assault, whatever it may be. People who feel the future may not be so great.
Yeah.
And then they come, and then they do our production, which is more like a boot camp. I put a lot of my military experience into it.
A fun boot camp, by the way, for some reason, because the cohort that I've seen, like, they enjoy themselves, but you can see the pressure.
That's for hysteria, probably. It's tough. It's tough, but no, it's enjoyable because you know, same principle as the military actually. When you first join, you're achieving something every day. They do it in a way that you are achieving something every day, and if you're doing that to people, which we do at Mama Youth Project, you can't help but start to get that confidence, start to believe in yourself, start to realize that you do have a talent. And we do have a talent. You see, getting people from our backgrounds, getting them to in the headspace of, oh yeah, I get it, I see how it works in this workplace, in this work thing. They get it. We fly. I bet personal experience for me in TV, which is full of people that are not like me and the background I come from, I've I've done all right. I've won awards for my work as an editor. I've been most of the time, and I've seen it in the sense of, well, I don't know. There's a problem, and people are going, "Oh, what do we do? Oh, it's this," and I'll be like, "Well, what if we do this?" And then they're all looking at me like I'm a genius. And it's not that I'm a genius. I'm just the only person on that whole production that's from my background.
Yeah.
And so I'm bringing different perspective to the table
Yeah.
that they don't have. And this is what we bring. We come from a different perspective, which is why would not any business not want that around their business table? So many people don't realize they have that talent. Certainly the ones that come to Mama Youth Project don't realize they have that talent. I tell them when they first come, I know you're talented. I don't even know you, but I know you got talent. It's just a case of us them bringing it out to them and making them realize the talent they've got. It's a beautiful moment, you know, when you see them and they realize, actually, yeah, I am good. I can do it. And then they go into the workplace, and people ask, we go into the workplace, and especially TV, which can be pretentious and up its own backside with its own glory, yeah? So, and there'll be people that will get so upset, and that heads in their hands going, oh no, what we got to do? Because the little mistakes happen. Oh, what we're going to do? It's the end of the world. And then people like me and from our background will look at them and go, what, you think that's the end of the world? Well, you should see some of the things I've been through. You know what I mean? So that resilience that we have, that get on with it, you know, all right, so that's happened. Let's just move on. We've got to do this.
Yeah.
That's how we carry ourselves. And that's why the Mama Youth Project ones have done so well in the industry.
Whilst coming up, what was one of the quotes that you live by today that you were given by somebody already in the industry?
The first thing that springs to mind really is just the thing that was said to me, which then made me start Mama Youth Project.
Yeah.
Oh, there's not enough black people working in TV. That's 20 years I've been working in TV. I'm in a studio somewhere, somebody said, there's not enough black people in TV. That was said to me 20 years earlier on the day I started. and so that's the big thing that sticks in my mind, is not enough black people in TV. And to this day, still people are saying there's not enough. It's our 20th anniversary in 2025. Wow. And we're still hearing the same nonsense. Yeah. And because we got over 900 alumni, no matter what companies say, and the press releases they put out, and the black boxes they put on social media, or whatever it may be, they can say what they like. We know what's really going on because we got a family of over 900 people out there telling us what's really going on in the industry. And we still know how big that mountain is to climb to make that change. Because if we can make it, that change in TV and get it right in media, by default, the rest of society will benefit from that. Yeah. So that's my mission.
I'm right behind you.
Well, I need partners to do it. I need these companies to do it. We can't do it by ourselves. We need to get together. Yes. I need the TV industry to listen.
Wake up.
Yeah, wake up, listen, and then make it happen.
You've set the foundation and you're continuing it. So God forbids that you don't see it. I really do hope you see it, but you've already set that foundation for those that are coming up to continue it, because you've got such a range of alumni as well as cohorts that are applying for the workshops. We
got nearly 20 years. We've got exec producers, development heads, and raising up.
That will lead me on to my next question. A space like the Hive, this creative hub, how important is it for up and coming or emerging creatives or those that are already in the industry? How important is it to have a hub like this space?
Well, Mama Youth Project moved into the Hive, and when I first had a relationship with Garden, the ethos, I recognised it straight away, exactly the same as us. And this whole thing that you have of community. Yes. That whole thing also, which I talked about earlier, of collaboration. Yeah. We're so on par. and I see, you've talked about me, but I've seen you in action and what you're doing here with the community. Yeah. And it's heartwarming and big up and respect for you. Thank you. For doing that, and for Garden Studios and the Hive doing that. Creating this environment at the Hive of creatives, quite a few that you don't normally see. But what was interesting, you've got creatives here that are black, that are doing big things.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're doing big things,
Yeah.
and bringing us together within the hive to then and help community to bring those up as well.
For sure.
That this is an ideal place for Mama Youth Project to be,
Yeah.
because of that. And
Yes.
the collaborations and the more collaborations I hope that we will do together in the future, I'm really looking forward to.
Thank you so much. Most definitely collaborations, because we believe in Mama Youth. Just ending, I'd love to hear a quote that you would give, or an advice that you would give up and coming creatives in the industry.
The thing I think it's on, it's on my bio. I think on the from Mama Youth Project, is the thing from Joe, the singer, the artist Joe.
Oh.
Yeah, I might get it wrong now because I'm under pressure. But
I'm
just
actually
because
going to look for it because I was literally reading it this morning.
Oh, was you?
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bio?
yeah. Yep.
Oh,
I didn't realise it was Joe though.
yeah. I just changed the last bit.
What Joe said is, just because I'm a ghetto child, I won't live down to your expectations. Who would believe that a ghetto child could rise to the highest elevation,
Yeah.
knowing I am a ghetto child? Well, I can see the best in me because I'm a ghetto child and proud to be me.
That's the line I changed at the end.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be me.
I like that.
And growing up also, when you go through so much with the racism and everything, that the negativity on you as a little black child and growing up. The thing that actually made me be proud was Young, Gifted and Black.
Yeah.
I heard that song and that changed everything for me.
Yes.
I'm talented and I'm going to go and use that.
Yeah.
You are talented and surround yourself with positivity. And as a group of positive people together, positive friends together, things will happen for all of you.
Yes.
Don't waste your time with people who are just bringing you down and coming with their negativity.
Thanks so much, Bob, for sharing your story, giving me your time. And I'm saying thank you on behalf of everybody that has been in your presence, because you are an inspiration, and keep doing what you're doing. I am fully supporting Mama Youth Project, Bob Clarke and his family. So with that being said, thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.